Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Khaira Sabila binti Muhammad Jameh. My number matric is BQ25110101 and I am from Reading and Writing in English, section 65. So today I will do book response video which is ARABY, written by James Joyce. For the main idea, the core message of ARABY centers on the deep feeling of fatality when expectation collide with disappointing reality and the moment one starts seeing the world for what easy. The author wants the readers to feel the heavier weight of undeveloped existence of Dublin's community. He illustrates how romanticized idealize the boy's purpose love of Megan's sister. This directly connects to a universal human experience, which is giving the situation that everyone remember a time in their youth when a crush or a special event felt deeply magical. For the topic, I believe that the story follows an unnamed young boy living in Dublin who becomes deeply fascinated with his neighbors, which is Megan's sister. When she mentions that she cannot go to a bazaar called ARABY, so he promises to go and buy her a gift. After frustratingly long waits for his uncle to give him money, he arrives at bazaar right as it is closing, leading to sudden, painful realizations. He feels so disappointed because he fails to buy a gift for his lovely crush. For character, in my opinion, my favorite character is the main character. Same goes to one of my group members, which is Yasmin, because as the main focus, he is known for being highly imaginative, sensitive, and romantic. As proof, in chapter 2, James Joyce shows just how fascinating the boy is. Even in the busiest places, he could not stop thinking about Megan's sister. The image of her face and the echo of her voice were embraced by his mind like music. James Joyce showed the main message through the boy's experience, which is the boy eagerly anticipates a magical experience. But his uncle rules his expectations by coming home incredibly late, and he missed the chance to buy a gift to her crush, which is Megan's sister, at the ARABY Bazaar. The themes of disillusionment is perfectly captured in the final famous line, "Gazing up into the darkness, I saw myself as a creature driven, and my eyes burned with anguish and anger." The story is different because it has a sad and a disappointing ending. For the structure, the story organized is a very clear and with the beginning, middle, and ending. Not to mention, the events are also very easy to follow, even though at the first we are still struggling to understand due to old-fashioned language. At the beginning, the narrative follows a carefully planned classic structure, which is its opening creates a gloomy and silent Dublin atmosphere while portraying the protagonist's secret infatuation. In the middle, focus on once the course is set and a promise is met. The uncle builds tensions through organization delay caused by his forgetful uncle, and for the ending, it highlights his experience of all his open finally arriving at the closing bazaar. ARABY, written by James Joyce, one of the most influential Irish authors of the 20th century. He was born and raised in Dublin, Ireland, which served as the backdrop for almost all his work. He is well renowned for Ulysses, a portrait of the artist as a young man, and the short story collection Dubliners, where ARABY is found. So knowing about James Joyce's life is like having a cheat code for ARABY. The genre of the book is short story. It's not like a novel, mystery, or adventure story, but it's more focused on everyday life and personal emotional. The story is unique because it ends in total disappointment instead of a typical happy romance. What I learned is the story teaches us that living in a fantasy world can be dangerous, and it shows that growing up means facing reality instead of living in a fantasy, because we cannot hide in a fantasy world forever. I very highly recommend this story because its emotions are completely timeless. Even though it's over a century old, it's perfectly captured the it perfectly captures the painful reality of first heartbreaking and growing up. That's all from me. Thank you.